everybody. So I am checking in for day 4 and 5 of my 90-day lock-in. Yesterday was a very productive day. I was busy. That's the whole point of everything. And so I did meet a few of my goals yesterday, and so I'm super happy about that. Um, so for me, I did write down all the stuff that I wanted to achieve. Half the stuff. I won't say all the stuff. But I did start writing actual goals on a piece of paper. Not really sentences, it's just like words and just brainstorming. Um, I told myself one other thing that I'm going to add to this, and I put this at the top of my list, is well, two things. Um, First one is to listen to the news every day. Um, I know I kept saying that I am 33, and so I am considered a millennial. And there's this whole basically I'll say we're not with what's going on in the current world. So I am trying to understand it better. So I do use my Google Assistant, and they play like 10-minute news clips. I basically reviewing what happened the day before. So I have started doing that in the morning, and I have a daughter, so um, of course she's on the sidelines when she's getting ready. She's also listening. Does she understand everything? But I think it'll help her in the long run when she gets older. It's just the basic news as far as U.S. and what's going on, and it does um, across the world too. It does switch between across the world and gives me updates, major updates around the world that's happening, and so I do that. I was doing it before, but now I'll do it on a more consistent basis where I have programmed it to automatically, like, hey, when we get up, that's what it plays, so we can kind of get used to that as far as routine and whatnot. Um, I feel like for me, incorporating the technology that we have these days to help me get a routine is also going to be very helpful. Um, but other than that, another thing that I do is I'm going to listen to a motivational person every single day. It doesn't matter how long the video is, but most likely I'm going to start it um, once we're in the car and Opal's in the bus, because I do like to communicate with her, tell her have a good day. So we do have our talks before she gets on the bus, so she can be centered when she goes to school, and just to make sure she stays focused and communicate the importance of that. So yeah, so I'm going to listen to one person a day, no matter how long it is. I'm not going to be picky. Some days it's going to be short, some days it's going to be long. But I feel like me listening to someone every single day and pulling what sticks out to me the best will be a great way to keep me motivated. And I did this before, but I'll skip days and whatnot. So I told myself every single day, instead of just listening to music, YouTube podcasts, listen to that first, right? And so that's what I'm gonna do. Um, so with my job, I have to start at 7, so I have to be in at 7. And so Opal's bus gets here around the 6 o'clock time frame. And so I'm one of those people that we roll out of the bed like literally 10 minutes before it's time for us to get to the bus. We're rushing, we're scrambling, I'm hollering at her. I really don't want to do that anymore. So we actually got up early today, and Opal got up first. So big motivator. She did it all on her own because we did go to bed early yesterday also, just to make sure that we get all the sleep that we need. I do live in an environment where I don't have to stay up super late. And so it's just like, why are you staying up super late scrolling? Why? And then you're tired the next day. Why? So, um, yeah, I had time to take a shower this morning. Um, Opal's got ready. She's downstairs eating breakfast, watching a little TV, educational TV, only in the morning. Um, and so, just waiting for me to finish up, getting ready, take my time, wash my face, brush my teeth, And it's like, okay, I'm ready. Get my bag. And you ask yourself, why don't you do that? And it's just like procrastination and, just not wanting to do it. But this is what I want to do. Will I do it every day? I want to. Um, and that is my goal. And so I'm going to be wearing green for, it's like St. Patrick's month. So I try to get as much green and uniqueness as I can. In my hair, I couldn't find I wanted a really big clip. So one thing you're going to see later is I love TJ Maxx. And I love a lot of the stuff that they do. I love their mugs, but I also love their hair clips. I love their hair clips that they have. Um, but they did not have when I went. Try to go towards the beginning of the month, or when I know seasons or the holidays are going to change, or whatever the next holiday is going to come up. And I wanted to see if they were going to have a giant shamrock. And they probably did, but by the time I got there, they were all gone. And so I had to go with the baby ones. And so I'm just clipping them all in my head. Just, And also, I'm wearing all these because just in case I forget, I don't want to get pinched. And so I have my little earrings that I got there too, just so I can kind of wear it. This is old thrift right there. But yeah, that's what I did. So I feel good about today. Yeah, some chopstick. I take a vitamin. I have to eat. I like to take my vitamin in the morning. I one a day first, and then I take a few other vitamins later on. But I'm gonna take my vitamin for the morning time. At nighttime, I do take magnesium, and I do take hair, skin, and nails. I do take that. Um, but those are my nighttime vitamins. Take a creatine. Um, and I gotta be more consistent with my vitamins so that I can benefit. So later on today, I am gonna start. I'm gonna weigh myself for you guys. I'm gonna do body composition. So I'm not trying to lose weight. Um, I've lost weight before, and my head is really big. And so I'll get really skinny, and then like my head would be like, I remember one lady when she came out the church, she was like, "Are you okay, baby? Do you need to eat?" And I'm dressed proper, but then you had a little bubble head, and I'm just like really skinny. And so like I don't look good really skinny, so I'm trying to do body composition. I showed y'all my body, but um, yeah, just be in better shape, really. Eat better, be more physically fit to be able to lift weights and stuff and just challenge myself overall. And I feel like, and I am considered a pre diabetic. Really, I want to lighten my neck, and that's through me being a pre diabetic. So, that's going to be one of my things. I'm going to weigh myself. I don't weigh myself a lot. I'm going to stick to monthly weigh-ins. I don't like to weigh myself every week and kind of see how it goes down. I'm only going to do it monthly. I haven't done it in a long time, so I'm probably back up at 200 pounds. So I'm going to weigh myself. I'm going to measure myself this evening um, and get that all done. I just got my hair relaxed Sunday. And what I normally do is every 3 days, this is what I do. Oh my God. I like to wash my hair every 3 days. So I get a lot of debate on how often I should wash my hair. What works for me is every 3 days. So I will say every 3 days. I wash my hair on Wednesday and then I wash my hair on Sunday. So those are the 2 days that I wash my hair, and I have hydration, moisturization, and a protein routine that I rotate out. Protein is only once a month that I'll do that, and it's only one of my sessions. So it's normally on my Sunday, And then I just switch between hydration, moisturization, treatments in between that. And usually it's hydration through the whole week, and then I switch the next week, it'd be moisturization and stuff like that. And so I love my routine. I love taking care of my hair. I love that. But since this is my second round, I'm gonna do a little things different. I'm gonna wait till Sunday. Try to. Try to. Honestly, I might wash my hair today. Now that I think about it, I got some other stuff I have to do later on this week, and I want my hair to be luscious. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna think about it today because it is kind of itchy. I think it's just my mind though. I'd be like, oh, it's itchy. Wash it. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna see about if I want to wash my hair today. I'm not gonna do an update today. Most likely I'll tell you guys tomorrow about that. Um, so yeah, I'm getting there. I'm still feeling great. I do have my down moments. I want to let me go get the other. It's not even a vitamin. I'm gonna see what it is, but what I take, I don't have it. Anyways, I'll have it later. But it helps me stay in a good mood. Until honestly, my body is normally regulating those good mood um energizers. I don't know. My wording is horrible, by the way. But like I said, as I do this, maybe it'll come together. I don't actually talk a lot, and so I feel like me being able to articulate myself, this is gonna help me be able to articulate myself to other people more, because of course I hate my voice. So whenever I try to in the jobs that I used to have to make sure I wasn't talking right. And the thing about it is, I'm in customer service, but it's more of emails. And then like if I did have to do a phone call, guess what I'm doing? It's just like you program it, and it's just like I have this certain, script that I have to follow, and then I kind of go off of there. Of course, I have to bounce off of it. That's not on there, but it's very minimal. You can control the conversation and stuff like that. So I want to get out of that, of course. So but yeah, this is me today. I'm going to achieve all the goals I need to achieve and the growth that I need in order to be a happy, successful young woman, and a great mother to my daughter, and just showing the progress of just trying to get there. So I hope everyone has a good day also.